Welcome, race fans, to today's coverage of Vintage Racing Group live on Prime Time Racing TV. Here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway for coverage of the Atlanta 251. 163 laps around this 1.5 mile oval, D-shaped oval. Hope everyone's having a great night tonight. I know we're all ready for some racing action. Again, everyone, live on Prime Time Racing. Vintage Racing Group. Back here at Atlanta. Should be a good show tonight. Next week we're at Darlington. That'll be interesting. Go ahead and take a look at your leaderboard right now. Five minutes of qualifying, about a minute 40 in. This will be great racing tonight, I think, folks. Alright, so 2 minutes into qualifying now. These guys just getting ready to go. I know these guys are ready to go here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm going to see some really fast racing tonight. And by look at these times so far coming in, so far, Scott Johnson on top with a 27.757. 295 miles an hour, single lap. Should get a little bit faster with the draft here with these cars. So far, so good. Looking at some of these times. I think second lap, definitely most important here. First lap, just, almost use it as a throwaway lap. You see some faster times starting to come in now. 3 minutes into qualifying. So right now, Kyle Allen on top with a 27.611, 196.87 miles an hour. Some guys coming in now. Joshua Witherspoon, so far in second. So far, so good for him. Absolutely. Not sure if we're really going to see too many more times come in. There is a couple. Don't mind my name being up there, folks. Accidentally joined as a driver, but hey, mistakes happen. So just about to head over to race now. All of these guys getting ready to go. Should be a good show here tonight, folks. Absolutely. I do apologize. Didn't quite get to see the results there. Had a little bit of a technical difficulty there, folks. I do apologize. But these guys are getting ready to go racing here at Atlanta. We're about to hype things up a bit. Let's get ready to meet your starting lineup. Starting in 13th, the number 45 of Ken Ladd. Starting in 12th, the number 27, Bob Mertens. Starting in 11th, number 88, Mark Goldstein. Time to meet your top 10. Starting in 10th, number 48, Kevin Madison. Starting in 9th, the number 17, James Coulibaly. Starting in 8th, the number 02 of Eric Revere. In 7th, the number 23, Thomas Vanassi. Starting in 6th, the number 125 of Zach Mecca. Starting in 5th, the number 43 of Chris Shaw. Starting in 4th, the number 7 of Ryan Nichols. Starting in 3rd, the number 07 of Scott Johnson. Time to meet your top 2 starters for tonight. Starting on outside pole, 2nd place, outside front row, the number 28 of Joshua Witherspoon. Starting on front row, inside pole position, number 25 of Kyle Amon. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting lineup. These guys ready to go fast, over 200 miles an hour here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I know adrenaline is kicking up for these guys right now. I'm sure it's kicking up for everyone watching at home as well. These guys ready to rumble and tumble here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Pace car just about to take off. Here it goes. So pace car rolls off. They'll get their 1 lap of pacing. These guys are ready to go here at Atlanta. Coming onto the back straightaway. I think about 12 cars starting tonight. Should be interesting. These guys ready to go now. They are ready to go fast. 25, 28 on the front row. Amon, Witherspoon, 1, 2. Pace car pulls off, waiting for the green flag.
Green flag.
Green flag is in the air. They're on the gas. Here we go from Atlanta. Going down into turn number 1. 25 has a good lead now. They're side by side behind him. Mid-pack side by side. Coming down the back straightaway. Things starting to settle out just a little bit. Leader has a fairly decent lead on these guys. 2/10 away from Witherspoon. Going a little bit further back in the pack now. These guys starting to single out. .23, 125, side by side. Coming down the back straightaway once again, now into turn number 3. They're still side by side. This is the only racing action that we really have on track now. Number 7 looking to make a move to someone there on the outside. Looks like the 43 of Chris Shaw. We still looking at these guys. 23 pulls away, 125. 17 looks underneath the 125 of Mecca. Now coming into the back straightaway. 17 looking on a move from Zach Mecca. Not going to happen. Here comes the 02 Eric Revere going further up in the pack. However, we got a little bit of side-by-side. 7 looking underneath the 07. Right on the back bumper of the 43. Now coming down the front straightaway. Heading down into turn number 1. Now the 7 of Ryan Nichols looks underneath Shaw. Shaw gets a little bit loose into the corner. Coming down out of turn number 4 onto the back straightaway. They are still side by side. Shaw comes down a little bit. Ryan Nichols tucks up behind him. Couldn't get the job done. Now down into turn number 3 and 4. Onto the front straightaway. Nichols going to look again. Still early in this race. Only on about lap 4 here. Coming to lap 5. There it is. Nichols looks underneath. Can he clear? Clips the apron just a little bit. Slides up. He will clear off the corner. 43 looking to make a move back to the inside. Pulls a crossover. Down the back straightaway. Everyone else single file. Down into turns number 3 and 4. Shaw looking to make a move on Nichols. They are still side by side. Shaw can't get anything done. This is your racing on the track right now. They single it out. Everyone else single file up ahead and behind. Looking a little bit further. Looks like 23 looking to make a move to the inside of Shaw. Not going to make it happen that time by, though. 23 going to ride the high line just a little bit. Here he goes. Thomas Vanassi making a move, or looking to make a move to the inside of that number 23 on Chris Shaw. Nothing going to happen there. Everyone single file right now. 23 gets a huge run on Chris Shaw. Vanassi looks to the outside. Nothing going to happen. Oh, maybe. He goes side by side with the 43 here on lap 8. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Doesn't get the job done. Looks underneath. Tucks in behind. Now down the back straightaway. These guys all content just riding right now. Long race, 163 laps. 23 has the momentum once again going out of the corner. Not going to be able to make it happen. Maybe if he can look to the inside. Not going to be likely. Someone pulled off down onto the apron there. That is the 48. Looking a little bit further up into the pack. Here's Joshua Witherspoon, your current leader. Kyle Almond gave it up. Now coming to lap 10. Down into turn number 1 now. Almond content riding in second. Looking back in third, number 7, Ryan Nichols. Fourth is 43 of Shaw, and fifth is the number 23 of Vanassi. All of these guys just content riding up right now. Shaw took a wide line and down into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Who has the momentum? Looks like Vanassi really good on corner exit. Going to make a look down to the inside. Can he clear through this corner? Shaw fighting back on the outside. Coming out of turn number 4 onto the back straightaway. Shaw defending on the outside. Going to clear Vanassi. He holds his position in 4th. Now down into turns number 3 and 4. Vanassi looking to make a run toward the inside. Can he get anything done out of here on lap 12? Looking to the inside now. 23 looks to the inside of the 43. They almost made contact. I think they did make contact. Still early in this race. Amazingly, they're racing this hard. Coming down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. They made contact. They wrecked down into turn number 3.
Some debris somewhere.
Oh, the number 02 of Eric Revere caught up in that. Oh, no. Let's look at the replay here. Coming down into the corner, right there, Vanassi drifts all the way up the racetrack. Or maybe expected Shaw to run that high line. That's very unlikely, though. 23 got into the 43. Sends the 43 up into the wall. 23 goes spinning down to the inside. Collects a 07. And Eric Revere gets collected up in that. Nowhere to go. That's unfortunate. Cars down in pit road. Let's go up here back to your leaders under yellow. They're coming down to pit road. The only problem with starting with this many cars in the field, or such less cars in the field, is that there's a wreck. There's not too many left. You had a couple guys stay out, though. The 125 and 07 did stay out. And I just realized no sign of the 06 this week of David Darrell. Bummer for some of these guys. That work hard all week to try to get this setup dialed in. Already wrecked out this early. Well, we're going to step away for a brief moment under yellow. We will be right back to you. And we are back, folks, as these guys take the 1 to green here. We saw a couple guys pit there. Maybe a last-minute decision before the green flag comes out. These guys are running half fuel load tonight. So I know these guys want to get some racing action in here tonight. Not good when yellow comes out on lap 14. Multiple car wreck on lap 14. Field size is quite short. See if those guys can come back out and get some of that damage after they get some of that damage fixed, and hopefully gather up some points. We're ready to go back green flag racing, though. Here with the Vintage Racing Group. These guys are looking for drivers full-time, both for their Grand National Series and their Premier Series here. Both series broadcast live. Obviously, this one on Primetime Racing. Pace car pulls in, waiting for the green flag. As you see the 125 go down into pit road. Green flag back in the air. Going down into turn number 1. 07 looks underneath the 25. Got to get anything done. He clips the apron. Now coming out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. 17 looking underneath the 7. 17 Koulibaly trying to make a move on the number 7 of Nichols. Now down through turns number 3 and 4, coming out of the front straightaway. 25 holds a solid lead. Looking further up, 7 still holding on to the back bumper of the 25. Can he get anything done? 17 Koulibaly right there. Now down the back straightaway. Koulibaly looking to the inside. We got a hard wreck down the back straightaway. Not sure who that was. Trying to find it. And that was the 88 of Mark Goldstein. No caution. Coming back up to your leaders here. See the 125 of Mecca trying to stay on the lead lap now. Nichols fell off just a little bit. So did Koulibaly. Coming out on the front straightaway, Witherspoon coming up on Koulibaly in that 17 car though. Now down into turn, now down into turn number 1 and 2. Looking to go down the back straightaway. Witherspoon not going to have the momentum on Koulibaly. Mecca looking to stay on the lead lap. Against your leader, Kyle Amon in the 25. Down onto the front straightaway. Mecca seems to be pulling away from these guys a little bit. He is on fresher tires. Well, doesn't make too much of a difference. These guys only ran caution laps on these. But Mecca did jump onto pit road before the green flag came out. He's holding it pretty solid out there for a lap car. Oh, your leader down into the inside wall. Caution flag is in the air. Everyone scatters. Oh no. Coming down onto the back straightaway, your leader in that number 25 car gets loose and all the way to the inside wall, bounces back up onto the racing surface, and 07 has to make serious maneuver there. So coming back up on your leader, 125 will stay on the lead lap. Very impressive. I believe your leader will be the number 7 of Ryan Nichols. So with that yellow flag coming out, the question is, will these guys duck onto pit road? We saw a couple guys stay out last time. I believe everyone that was out front did come in the last time. Nichols on his way to pit road. Will anyone stay out? Koulibaly comes in. Witherspoon comes in. These guys all on pit road. Tough break for that 25 once again as these guys on pit road. See if anyone can get anything done here. So these guys off pit road. Your leader up there in the number 7. We're under yellow. So it's our second yellow of the night here at Atlanta. I guess some strong winds here, giving these guys some trouble. Go ahead and look at your track facts real quick. Sorry about that, folks. 1.510 miles long. Track temp out here, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Located in Atlanta, Georgia. Again, these guys are running for wanting some full-time members here, so should go ahead and look them up. And it's Vintage Racing Group, definitely good group of guys to race with. Open setup, very competitive league. I don't think we've had a repeat winner in this series yet. take a quick look at your weather here. So the air temp, 66 degrees. Track temp, 91. Humidity is at 41%. Partly cloudy here. Witherspoon jumps down onto pit road. Mecca was able to stay out there because he did come to pit road. He lost yellow there. So probably smart strategy played by him. So these guys did take the 1 to green here. Field shortened up by a couple cars already with just 25 laps in here. This guy's looking to take the green though. So, these guys all wanted a championship this season. What's on the line? Nice shiny trophy. These guys looking to go for it. So your current leader, the 125 of Zach Mecca. Ryan Nichols on the outside of him. In third is James Coulibaly. Fourth is 07 Scott Johnson.
Green.
Mecca on the loud pedal. Green flag back in the air here in Atlanta. Mecca with a good lead down into turns number 1 and 2. Looking further back in the pack. Coulibaly took second away from Nichols. Nichols looking to strike back possibly through this corner. Don't count out the 23 of Thomas Fanassi. He has a fast car tonight, it looks like, and he's staying up there with these guys. Now down into turns number 3 and 4. Ryan Nichols looking to gain momentum on the 17 of Coulibaly. Down the front straightaway now. Coming across the start-finish, Nichols tried to look low. Just couldn't get underneath Coulibaly. Now down into turns number 1 and 2. Nichols gets loose on entry, falls way up the track. You see all those rocks and dirt off the racetrack. Very dirty up there. You do not want to be running too much up there. Up into that gray stuff is where it gets really slick. Nichols back on the back bumper of the 17. Looks underneath. Now down onto the front straightaway. They come side by side across the line. Now coming down into turns number 1 and 2. Still side by side. Nichols looking to clear. He clips the apron down into the corner. Can't quite clear up top. 17 still there. Coulibaly still hanging on. They're still side by side for position number 2. Mecca not pulling away too much. Nichols clears. They're side by side behind him though. Coming up onto the front straightaway. Coulibaly looking to strike back. Witherspoon and Fanassi side by side behind them. Fanassi tucks back in behind Witherspoon. Further up in the field, Ryan Nichols with position number 2. Mecca still holding a solid lead out there. Oh, Nichols gains momentum on your leader. This is your pass for the lead. They're side by side. Nichols clears going into turn number 1. Will Mecca have anything for him off the corner? Does not look like it. Nichols pulls away with the lead. Further back in the pack, they're side by side. Witherspoon and Coulibaly. Now coming down into turns number 3 and 4. We got a smoker down out of the corner. Looks like maybe the 48 car. He's had a tough break these past couple weeks here. Witherspoon clears. Now looking for Mecca. 28 looks towards the outside of the 125. Now out down onto the back straightaway. Witherspoon can't get the job done coming down to the back straightaway. Mecca looking to race him hard early in this race still. Only 31 laps in. Witherspoon looks at the inside. Can he get the momentum off the corner? He looks at the inside. They're side by side down the front straightaway. Across the line now. Coming down into turns number 1 and 2. Witherspoon clears Mecca off into the corner. Coming down the back straightaway now. Ryan Nichols with a great lead now. Over a second lead on the rest of these guys. Witherspoon looking to gain on Nichols. Looks like he is just a little bit out of time. Coming down onto the front straightaway, Nichols takes the 33 laps in mark. Still a long way to go in this race. Not even 60 laps in to mark the 100 laps to go mark. Excuse me. So these guys all single file, just looking to ride. Mecca gets into the wall a little bit back there. He gathers it back up. 23 Vanassi looking to the outside. Now going to duck to the inside. Tucks in behind him. Can he gain anything through turns 1 and 2? Down into the corner. He ducks low. Mecca drifts up high. Lets him through. No, they're still side by side off of turn number 2. Coming down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. They're still side by side. Vanassi clears. Now Koulibaly looks underneath Mecca. Mecca in the 125. Koulibaly in the 17. Side by side across the line. Now down into turns number 1 and 2. Koulibaly looking to clear Mecca. Mecca on a little bit older tires than these guys. Oh, almost contact between the 125 and the 17. 17 clears. 07 looks underneath Mecca. Mecca drifts up high into the marbles, almost into the wall. That's not where you want to be running. That is not where you want to be running at all. Mecca maybe learned his lesson from that one. That high side is just too dirty. So Ryan Nichols was still almost just under a second lead now. Witherspoon gaining time on him. So now heading towards the back straightaway. Oh, Nichols spins to the inside wall. Heavy contact for Nichols. No caution. Nichols wrecks out of the lead. You do not want to be the leader tonight. That is the third person that's done that. Your new leader is Josh Witherspoon. 4 cars been wrecked out of this race already, possibly 5. It's just people have not been having good luck. 43 out of this race as well. He looked to be a contender. So coming to complete lap 39 now. Tough break for a lot of these guys. So Witherspoon with pretty much a 3-second lead over Vanassi now. Vanassi's got company back there, it looks like, though. He's got Scott Johnson right on his back bumper. Down into turns number 3 and 4. Vanassi drifts up high. Johnson going to look down low. Can he get the momentum off the corner? He does. Vanassi gets into the marbles just a little bit. Side by side going down into turns number 1 and 2. 07 on the low side, 23 on the high side. Johnson in the 07, Vanassi in the 23. Johnson looking to clear, can't quite do it. Watch out for treacherous turn number 2. Those guys getting really loose through there. 07 clears Vanassi now down, going on to the front straightaway. So Witherspoon now has got a 3-second lead over these guys. I apologize for that popping up, folks. So he's got over 3-second lead on these guys now. I'd say holding a very comfortable lead. So while these guys are pretty content right now, just want to give a shout out to Vintage Racing Group. You know, very, very competitive league. You know, definitely definitely a league to check out. They're looking for more full-time drivers to run this thing. The more drivers they can get, the better, for sure. The Grand National Series looking for more drivers. They run Friday nights, broadcast live on Nonstop Racing TV affiliation channel with Primetime Racing TV, and we do the Premier Cup Series for these guys here on Saturday nights. So let's go ahead and run down through your points real quick. Not a lot of action on the racetrack right now. Let's go ahead and run down your points. Holding first in points right now is Scott Johnson. Second is Eric Revere. Third, Zach Micka. Fourth, Zachary Weaver. Fifth, Ryan Nichols. Sixth, David Darrell. Seventh, Verlis Falcons. Eighth, Kevin Madison. Ninth, Joshua Witherspoon. 10th, James Coulibaly. 11th, Kyle Amon. 12th, Chris Shaw. 13th, Cole Borgskat. 14th, Thomas Vanassi. 15th, Mark Goldstein. 16th, Mac Pratt. 17th is Timothy Pratt. 18th, Stephen Masurley. 19th, Brad Pitts. 20th, Jason Burgess. 21st, Justin Ping. 22nd, Katie Height. Tied for 22nd is Brandon Red. 24th, Thomas Jenks. 25th, Jason Barnes. 26th, Ryan Hatherhill. 27th, Bob Mertens. And 28th is Paul Berthwick. Or I'm sorry, Paul Berthwick does not technically have any points because he was just a substitute driver. So that is your point standings for this this group right now in the Premier Cup Series for these guys. Again, this league runs the full 2001 schedule, the old Winston Cup schedule from 2001. Should be some good racing throughout this season. Got some interesting tracks coming up. On the schedule for next week is Darlington, followed by Bristol and Texas. And then they got an off week going into April, or April 15th is their first week off. After that, you got Martinsville, Talladega, Auto Club, and Richmond. And tracks starting to get interesting, that's for sure. So, really not a lot of action out on the racetrack right now. Excuse me. These guys just looking to ride, fill in laps. James Coulibaly looped it. Let's go ahead and see what happened to him. He was coming in out of pit road for green flag pit stops, it looks like, and riding the apron, and he just spins down the apron, tries to get out of the racing line as fast as he can. And he looks a bit mad there. Yeah, he does. Probably quite angry for losing that much time on everyone. So going back up here to your leader. Question is, when will your leader pit? Coming up on lap 53 now. I believe just about everyone else pitted except for your leader, Josh Witherspoon. Coming to pit road now, the number 28 of Josh Witherspoon for green flag pit stops. Thomas Vanassi looks like he'll be coming down pit road as well. That will hand your lead over right now to Scott Johnson, 07 car. I think Johnson may have pitted, but I'm not entirely sure. I do know last night he did run his tank dry pretty much every time. Stayed out longer than anyone else has. So I'm not really sure if he's pitted yet or not. So while we're focusing on Scott Johnson, who I don't believe has pitted yet, just 3 seconds behind him. Well, maybe he's pitted. I don't know. Just 3 seconds behind him though is Thomas Vanassi in the 23, and a couple tenths behind Thomas Vanassi is Joshua Witherspoon in the 28. He's holding around 3 seconds against these guys, though. Kind of fluctuating between just under 3 and just over 3. These guys look like they might be gaining a little bit of time on the 07 now. I believe Witherspoon did pass Thomas Vanassi. Not entirely sure. Looking back behind. No, Thomas Vanassi still holds that time out front right now. Witherspoon looking to maybe make a side-by-side down into turns number 3 and 4. Not going to happen. I think everyone's just trying to conserve their stuff right now. Coming to 60 laps into this race. Or they're 59 laps in, I apologize. Witherspoon ducks underneath the 23 now. Coming down onto the back straightaway. They're still side by side coming down the back. 28 has the advantage on the inside. Ducks into the corner. Can he clear the 23? 23 drives it in hard. Now coming out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Vanassi gets up into loose stuff. Not where you want to be. Witherspoon clears him. Riding a little bit further back, we see the 125 of Zach Mecca. James Coulibaly back there. These guys have gained a ton of time on the 07 of Scott Johnson. Long green flag run right now. So, Scott Johnson, he had a huge lead, kind of disappearing Josh Witherspoon right now. Just 5/10 over Witherspoon. Fanassi short, about 5 seconds back from Witherspoon. So Witherspoon just has a really fast car out here right now. I apologize. Witherspoon definitely is definitely further back than 5/10. Some of our information between our overlays and iRacing just don't seem to be adding up. Little bit weird. So these guys completing lap 65 now. Just under 100 laps to go now. Your battle for the race lead coming up now. Witherspoon looking low. 0-7, maybe going to defense. Johnson moves up high. Witherspoon ducks down low. Side by side, going into turn number 1. Through turns number 1 and 2. Witherspoon can't quite clear. Looking to go onto the back straightaway. Will Johnson have anything for him on the outside? Witherspoon still down low. Johnson still up top. Now going down into turns number 3 and 4. Witherspoon clears. Johnson tucks down behind. Witherspoon, once again, your race leader. Johnson now ducks down into pit road. He hadn't pitted yet. So there he goes now. Your race leader once again is Josh Witherspoon. So 0-7 in pit road right now. You see Ryan Nichols destroyed number 7 car sitting on pit road there. Very unfortunate break for a lot of these guys up here. And another one bites the dust. The 23 car into the wall. Same story once again. Second verse, same as the first. Another hard hit down on that back straightaway. Unbelievable. So now, second place, Zach Mecca, is 20 seconds back from your leader. I'd say this is exactly why these guys need more drivers, more competition. Unfortunately, it's just what happens, but you know, I don't know. Actually, maybe Scott Johnson did pit that last time. I don't know what their fuel mileage is for this half fuel load, but I don't know, it's not much. It's only like 40 laps or so, I believe. Mecca coming out of pit road now. Witherspoon going to have to duck in eventually. Either way, he still has about 20-second lead over these guys. Unbelievable. Very uneventful race, so, you know, as I was saying, these guys definitely need more competition here. Spice things up a little bit. You know, the more drivers these guys get, the more exciting the racing will be, the more competitive it'll be. You know, a lot of good drivers in this league so far already. They just need more guys. That's all they need. So I strongly recommend checking them out. Vintage Racing Group. So Witherspoon still holding a strong lead out there. 75 laps into this thing. Mecca looking underneath him on fresh tires, going down the back straightaway. It's amazing the speed difference on fresh tires there. Mecca just drives away from him now with the fresh tires. Still waiting for Witherspoon to come in. This race definitely going to turn into a pit strategy race, seeing who will, you know, have the most fuel at the end, basically. Or who will have just enough. Exactly how last night's race went. Didn't have nearly as many wrecks last night's Grand National race, though. Check that out on Nonstop Racing TV, partner channel with Primetime Racing. I believe that was the number 28 of Josh Witherspoon finally coming onto pit road. So 28 did come down onto pit road. His fuel lasting now well over what everyone else's is. Could play out well for him at the end. It's for sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at your current top 5 just after green flag pit stops. So in 5th, the number 23, Thomas Fanassi. 4th, 17 of James Coulibaly. 3rd, the 125 of Zach Mecca. 2nd, 28 of Josh Witherspoon. And your current race leader, the number 07 of Scott Johnson. Let's go ahead and take a look at your current race summary. Current leader, Scott Johnson. Currently have 82 out of 163 laps complete, 12 lead changes. And, had a couple cautions in there. I think 2 cautions, 7 caution laps total. So currently 85 laps into this thing, or 86. I apologize. These guys just riding right now. Let's go ahead and come up here to your leader. Witherspoon lurking about 7 seconds back. A caution right now would probably change everything. Now 87 laps in. Oh, your race leader up into the outside wall. Got into that loose stuff. Once again, that's just not a good place to be. You do not want to try to run that high line. Get a little bit too far up and into those marbles, it'll suck you right into that wall. .07 now making his way onto pit road. .90 laps into this thing now. This race has been pretty patchy with the, exciting events that we've had thus far. Just over 90 laps in, and I'd say it's a pretty good race so far. Not the most exciting race to watch, if we're being honest, but definitely good that these guys are getting some green flag runs in. Some good strategy going on here, and I think that's what it'll come down to is all strategy. I think at this point it'll definitely be, who can have the most fuel at the end of this thing, and really who just has enough to cross the line. So, folks, while we have a second, please be sure to like this this broadcast and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Myself, I started this channel. Now brought on Corey Silva with me as co-owner of the channel. We're hoping to bring some really good broadcasts to you guys. So, feel free, please like, subscribe. It really does help us. And I think, speak for both of us, we definitely appreciate it. Witherspoon now making his way around Zach Mecca. Zach Mecca in the 125, currently holding second. Now third, I believe. never mind. Mecha's still holding that second place by the look on the overlays there. No, third place. The overlays can get kind of messed up during green flag pit stops. I do apologize, folks. I do know that Witherspoon has a heck of a lead on these guys, though. And that's for sure. Oh, I apologize about that. Pop up there, a ton of technical difficulties tonight, folks. I do apologize. Thought I disabled all that from popping up into the monitor here. Self-broadcasting, definitely hard. Especially when you're alone. Definitely some tough work doing this broadcasting by myself. Corey helps me out when he can, but a little bit tough for him to come out here. We're just, you know, small broadcasting company. Just out here to have fun and get some races in. So, you know, every like, every subscription, every view definitely means a lot to us. And, you know, it's great. Definitely great. So 99 laps into this thing, going to be taking lap 100 this time around. So about 64 laps to go in this thing. Witherspoon definitely been the most dominant car out here thus far. So 63 laps to go. I'm going to step away for a brief moment, and we'll be back with you soon. Alright, folks, we are back. Looks like Scott Johnson back with the lead here. 28 Witherspoon did pit, it looks like. Zach Mecca on the 125 holding third right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at your top five. Holding fifth, the number 23 of Vanassi. Holding fourth, the number 17 of Koulibaly. Third, the 125 of Mecca. Second, the 28 of Witherspoon. And right now in first is the number 07 of Scott Johnson. So, these guys completed lap 110, about to come to lap 111. Or, about to complete lap 111. Going on to lap 112. This has got to be a grueling race for these guys. All green flag right now. I know Scott Johnson definitely going to try to push that 07 to go as long as he can on this tank of fuel. These cars can go about 30 to 35 laps on gas here, so definitely going to try to push it as far as he can. And here he comes to pit road, 07, coming down onto the pit road, Scott Johnson. So now Scott Johnson back on the track, surrenders the lead to Josh Witherspoon. Josh Witherspoon in 28 now has the race lead. Witherspoon coming up on second place car, Zach Mecca, pretty much going to put the whole field a lap down. Not sure if Mecca has pitted yet or not. Yeah, second place, Zach Mecca, going a lap down to your leader. I believe Witherspoon did just put the whole field a lap down. So 45 laps left, 28 has been out front pretty much this whole time. So yeah, not too much has happened throughout this race. Definitely really grueling on these drivers. And I have to say, very tough on me being up here alone. I've had a couple technical difficulties tonight, so I do apologize for that, folks. But I think we've got pretty much everything sorted out. Hope you like the new grid music that we put on there. That was brought up to me by our partner channel, Nonstop Racing TV. So we saw the 88 coming to pit road there, several laps down. So I did just notice we got one more car on the racetrack now. Kevin Madsen making a comeback, trying to score in some points. Number 48, as far as I saw. Pretty sure I saw him pop up on the leaderboard again. Yeah, I did. He is back on track, it looks like. Trying to just roll in a few points. Also, folks, I do apologize if I go quiet. Races like this, long green flag runs, not too much to do, are very brutal on me as a commentator. You know, so there are times where I do have to step away, get up, and just clear my head real quick, because otherwise I start to say things wrong, and I start to lose concentration on things, and it's just not good for me giving you guys wrong information. So normally I'll put up like top 5 overlay or something, and let it be for a few minutes. You know, normally if it's like less than 6 cars, I'll do that. You know, less than 6 cars on the racetrack, I'll probably do that. If everyone's spread out like this, you know, it's just extremely brutal for me as a you know, single commentator. Just very tough. So I do apologize if there are any quiet moments in here. It's just me, you know, stepping away for a brief moment, clear my head. You know, so Normally I'll just let it be for a few laps. So I do apologize for that. This league definitely looking for drivers. It'll help this a lot if these guys can get some more drivers. So go ahead, check out Vintage Racing Group on the iRacing page. Definitely a great league, great racing. You know, all they need is more drivers. So please go ahead, check them out.
Should be a caution. Caution's off.
Caution flag on the racetrack with just 32 laps to go. Oh, no, no, no. 28. Who was that? That was the 88, Mark Goldstein. Joshua Witherspoon got up into the wall. This changes everything. Absolutely changes everything. Trying to get to the 88 here, see what happened. Guess we gotta go further back than that. Something just happened to him. Maybe a wheel issue or a technical issue. I don't know. And then he's sitting there. Witherspoon hits the wall to avoid. He just sits there. Wow, very, very odd. Let's go back up here to your leaders. Coming down on a pit road now, just 30 laps to go. I should shake things up just a little bit here. So while we're under yellow, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the race summary real quick. Current leader still is Josh Witherspoon. 133 laps completed the 163, 30 laps to go. 15 lead changes, and now this is our third yellow. Just 9 caution laps here. So this will definitely shake things up a little bit for your leader Witherspoon. I believe he may have stayed in to get some damage fixed. I'm pretty sure he had just about the whole field lap. I think he did actually have the whole field lapped. So very uneventful up until then. Definitely. Let's see if we can get someone down here to interview. Why don't we pull down Josh Witherspoon? Oops, my apologies, guys. Me with the technical errors tonight. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and pull down Josh Witherspoon.
User was moved to your channel.
Josh Witherspoon up in the Primetime Racing TV booth. Get a copy.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, extremely close call there with that last wreck. You've had a fast race car all night. What happened?
Well, I didn't see him until I got right up on him. Then I tried to make a quick move and scraped the wall. Give me about 30 seconds of damage. So,
Well,
we'll see what happens.
yeah, you had a really fast race car all night. I think you just about lapped the whole field if you didn't lap the whole field already. How's your race car feel out there?
Yeah, I think I had the whole field lap there. So that wave around our lucky dogs there will put some guys back on me. So it should be interesting here on fuel mileage.
Well,
I was only getting 28 laps.
yeah, that's should be interesting for sure. Sure, a lot of guys are probably going to come in right before the green flag comes back out. So I wish you good luck out there, and hopefully we'll see you on the podium.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping us on the air there.
No problem.
User was moved out of your channel.
I do apologize, folks. More technical errors. Yay! Forgot to turn TeamSpeak sound off. Everything is just in love with the technical errors tonight. Part of it's user error, but hey, blame technology. Why not?
Green, green, green.
So green flag back in the air. Wasn't really expecting that. And yeah, these guys restarted single file with all the wave rounds, I believe. So coming down onto the back straightaway, holding the lead now is still Josh Witherspoon, I think. Koulibaly, couple laps down. Zach Mecca right there. Trying to figure out what's going on with these overlays. Sean Witherspoon still has the lead here. A lot of guys went around him. So Witherspoon first. Second is Johnson. And third is Mecca. I am so very confused right now. So Witherspoon still has the lead over everyone. Those guys are technically on the lead lap now. Or Scott Johnson and Zach Mecca technically on the lead lap. No, Zach Mecca is on the lead lap. Technically. Scott Johnson still considered one lap down. So, these guys looking to save fuel here. Josh Witherspoon still, I mean, technically the only one in contention right now. Unless a caution were to come out. Zach Mecca seems to have a really fast race car. I don't know. I don't even know. Now we're showing Scott Johnson in second. See Ryan Nichols back out on the racetrack after getting caught up in a early wreck. I'm sitting over here scratching my head wondering what is going on. This field is very much scrambled up, and it's like that caution never even happened. Witherspoon's still one of the only ones on the lead lap right now. So Koulibaly is 2 laps down. Will be 3 once Witherspoon passes him, or if Witherspoon can pass him. Wow. Very, very odd race towards the end of this. So, now coming up with 20 laps to go. Man, definitely. That was very confusing. Getting word that the number 88's screen had frozen. So didn't really have much control of where he was. I don't think. So that's what brought out the last yellow. 18 laps to go here at Atlanta. Witherspoon now ducks below Mecca. That'll put Mecca back one lap down. Now coming to 17 laps to go.
Caution's out. What is this for, Earl? Say again.
Caution flag is
In the wall.
in the air. Not exactly sure for whom. Oh, looking down the back straightaway. Seven of Ryan Nichols involved in another wreck. Let's take a look at what happened. Coming down onto the front straightaway. Mark Goldstein. Wow, that was weird. So, we see these guys coming down the front straightaway. Mark Goldstein just loses it out of nowhere. Gets into Ryan Nichols, and Nichols probably going to be done for the night now. So let's come back up here to your leaders. It's going to be a tough call here, I'd say, whether to pit or not. Looks like these guys all coming to pit road. Or the ones who can, technically. Looks like the 07 is actually on the lead lap, so Mecca being shown one lap down still. Taking a quick look at your top 5 now. Running 5th, number 23 of Tom Vanassi. 4th, 17 of James Coulibaly. 3rd, the number 125 of Zach Mecca. 2nd, the number 07 of Scott Johnson. And still running in 1st, the number 28 of Josh Witherspoon. Correction, Zach Mecca now running 2nd, and 3rd is the 07 of Johnson. So, lights on the pace car are out. We will restart this thing with just 8 laps to go crossing the line. Witherspoon's got some company on him now. Got 2 more cars back on the lead lap. Fuel mileage now out of the question. These guys know that they can make it. They all pitted. See what happens here.
Ready, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. 3-car battle for the race win with just 8 laps to go. Going down into turn number 1. The 125 on the outside of the 28. Mecca holding strong on the outside. Can he get the run? Now out of turn number 2. Coming down the back straightaway. Mecca pins Witherspoon down low. Now up top. Mecca sweeps up. Comes down into the corner, almost gets into the loose stuff, a little bit loose on entry. Witherspoon comes up, they hit doors just a little bit. Oh, Witherspoon spins down to the inside. Down through pit road. Your most dominant car tonight spins into pit road. He is out of the question. Now focusing on the 125 of Zach Mecca. It's between him and the 07 of Scott Johnson. Mecca and Witherspoon made contact. Witherspoon spun down pit road. 2-car battle for the race win. Coming to 6 laps to go. Mecca in the 125 holding the lead. Scott Johnson in 2nd from behind. Going down into turn number 1. Johnson looking on the outside. Can't make anything done. Mecca on the inside. Riding the inside. Johnson with a little bit of momentum. Head of steam. Mecca blocks down low. Coming down into turns 3 and 4. Mecca still holding that midline. Scott Johnson looks down low. Gets to the inside. They both wreck. Coming off the corner. Can Mecca save it? Who will save the race car? They both go into pit road. Both of those guys spun down pit road. This race, I don't even know what to call this race, to be completely honest with you. Both of those guys spun on pit road. Zach Mecca still holding the lead. Scott Johnson is, I don't even know how far back at this point. Josh Witherspoon is 11 seconds back from Johnson. I don't even know. So Zach Mecca holding the lead with 4 laps to go. Jeez. Now 3 laps to go of this race. Oh man. I don't even know what that was. These guys were beating and banging, trying to get the win, and Witherspoon made contact with Mecca. Or Witherspoon and Mecca made contact. Witherspoon spun down pit road. Then Johnson and Mecca both made contact, and they both spun down pit road. Wow. Well, Witherspoon holding second right now. Scott Johnson back and forth. I think he's out of it. So Mecca coming off to take the white flag this time by. Down the back straightaway, down into turns number 3 and 4. Down onto the front straightaway. Your race winner for tonight, the number 125 of Zach Mecca. I guess interesting race to say the least. Witherspoon comes home with a second place finish. So why don't we go ahead and talk to our third place driver, James Coulibaly.
User was moved to your channel.
James Coulibaly, Brandon up in the Primetime Racing TV booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. What's up?
Well, interesting race to say the least, I guess. You walk away with a third place finish. What was going through your mind there in the final laps?
I was amazed. I was just chilling there, and yeah, there's gonna be some controversy after this one, but I was just enjoying my ride and hoping not to run out of fuel with 0.5 left. So
yeah, that was definitely gonna be some controversy after this one. Well, interesting third place finish for you tonight. Anyone you want to thank tonight?
I just thank my iRacing subscription and team. Thanks for Eric and David and Zach hosting this every time, and thanks for you guys coming out every week. You running that all by yourself, so good work there, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Congratulations on your podium finish tonight, James.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Josh Witherspoon, Brennan Cruz, some of the Primetime Racing TV booth. Get a copy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, interesting way to grab a second place, I'd say. What was going through your mind there in the final few laps?
I figured to get crazy there at the end. It's not that crazy.
Yeah, crazy for sure. I don't even know what I witnessed there in the final few laps. What was it like through your eyes? I know you took a little bit of a ride there through pit road.
Well, this sucks. And then some probably unaudible stuff, and then I got, once I got back out there, and then I saw that they wrecked, and I was like, well, started laughing. Still laughing, really. I think that's probably the first time ever 3 cars on lead lap, they all wrecked.
Yeah, that was a first that I've ever seen. Well, you walk away here with a second place finish. Obviously, you had a great car tonight. Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, thanks for putting it on the air there for us. Lee for hosting us. Be nice if more people showed up, but it is what it is, Yeah, sucks for second. Had a great car. I was really excited for tonight. But I'm really excited for Darlington and Bristol and a whole bunch of other tracks that we're coming up too. I really love them.
Alright, that is awesome, and we're really heavy in the recruitment right now through this broadcast, so hopefully we can grab some guys in here soon, and but congratulations on your second place finish.
Yeah, appreciate it.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Zach Mecca, Brandon Krupitz up in the Primetime Racing TV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you walk away here with an interesting victory tonight, to say the least. What was going through your head on the final few laps there?
Well, I mean, I know coming out at 4, me and Witherspoon were racing, and I felt my rear end kick out, and my car started to slide. I overcorrected a little bit, and I went into him and spun him, and I'm going to feel bad about that for the rest of my life. Now, between what happened between me and Scott, I have no idea. Haven't seen the replay yet. Probably go and watch that in a bit, but what I've been told is that he kind of slid up into me, and my tires were smoking, and I was sliding up more. I couldn't turn the car, but I caught the thing. Didn't get a penalty for it, luckily, hopefully, and just turned the thing to victory lane. And coming into this race with no confidence, thinking I was even going to finish in the top 3, coming out here and getting the winner sticker for tonight, I can't believe it.
Well, looks like you had a decent car throughout the whole night, you know, at least for a top 3 finish, and you definitely got it. What was your car like throughout that whole race?
I would say about when we had 10 laps left of fuel, my tires started really dying on me. I was really good on the short run, so when that final caution came out, sadly involved one of my drivers, Ryan Nichols, kind of helped me in an advantage. So I knew that we'd have a short run, and I would be able to be competitive on the lead lap at least. And that got me onto the lead lap, that caution. So I just pushed it all out, and I think when me and Witherspoon got together, I took full blame for it, and I know. But otherwise than that, I can't say anything else really. I'm just ecstatic that I even won.
Well, you know, awesome race for you tonight. Very interesting way to grab the win for sure. Haven't seen anything like that in ever, really. So, awesome job to you. Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Harahan Collectibles, Aftermath Auto Sports, Aftermath Home Designs, Pipe Check, and then the Pinnacle Group. Wouldn't be able to do anything without them. So.
Alright, Zach. Well, awesome win for you tonight. I'm sure you'll be going to celebrate with your team shortly after. And, yeah, just interesting win. So, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
So, let's go ahead and run down your results real quick here, folks. So, finishing in first, number 125 of Zach Mecca. Second was the number 28 of Josh Witherspoon. Third was 17 of James Coulibaly. Fourth, number 07 of Scott Johnson. Fifth, number 23, Thomas Vanassi. Sixth, number 7, Ryan Nichols. Seventh, number 88, Mark Goldstein. Eighth, number 48, Kevin Madison. Ninth, number 25, Kyle Amon. And rounding out your top 10, number 43 of Chris Shaw. Finishing 11th, wrecked out early, number 02 of Eric Revere. And everyone else on here did not start. So, congratulations to Zach Mecca for his very interesting win. Well, from Primetime Racing TV, I'm Brandon Krutz. We'll see you next time.